excited about this because I feel like I've been saying this so much lately. I'm trying out a new way to broadcast live, and ooh, this is really amazing. I am so grateful for technology. I could go on a whole rant about that, how I am just blown away. You know, I have been making videos since I was, I don't know the exact age, maybe 10. That's when I started to really be called to doing videos, and I didn't have YouTube. I mean, I just can't believe the software that I'm using and the features it now has. This is so cool. So Musty fans watching live, thank you. You must have your notifications turned on, which I'm so grateful for. If anybody wants to know exactly when I go live and catch me live when it's spontaneous like this, turn on the notifications. It's not the same as subscribing. If you have to actually manually turn on notifications. And that's a really great way to be part of this. So check this out, Musty fan. I can put your comment on the screen. Can you see that? I just did that for the first time today on my Facebook Live, and this software is so good. I'm going to link to the software. I'm an affiliate for them, and I cannot recommend it enough for YouTube and Facebook. I'm just beside myself with gratitude for how great this is. And Artist Infantry is here. I'm going to highlight your comment. Can you see the comments coming up on the screen? This is so cool. I can change the color? What? This is so, I'm just so grateful. And this is not what I wanted to talk about at all. I'm going to add this to the broadcast because it's a very sweet thing to say. Thank you so much. So I have a timer on because little inside is that this is so funny to say. I'm going to put some pizza bagels, vegan pizza bagels in the oven. And, my oven's it's not the greatest oven. So I put on a timer to preheat it because I never know exactly when it reaches the right temperature. And I was like, okay, let's see if I can do a video and feel satisfied with it in just right now. So hopefully everything looks good. I would love to know if any of you can see that comment from Nod8D on the screen because I've never done this before. I actually could look at this myself, I think, by clicking this button and looking at the preview. Oh, you can see that. Wow, that's cool. That is so cool. Okay, enough with the software. The software obviously is so great. Tonight and last night, I had this very similar feeling. So oftentimes when I go live on this channel spontaneously, it's because I get this kind of gut feeling or heart feeling somewhere around my heart and my gut, maybe both, maybe in between. I'm not sure. Haven't fully identified it yet, but I'll be sitting there, usually in bed, and I'll be sitting in bed and I'm like, oh, I really want to do a video. And it's because I know I have something to say, but sometimes I don't know how to verbalize it. This happened last night. I almost did a video and I'm like, I don't know how to express what I'm feeling. And I'm feeling that way too now, except I felt a little more called to. It's really cool. So maybe the point of this video is meant to be tapping in. So yesterday, I think I was really inspired because of this great podcast interview that I did. I co-hosted my friend's podcast, the Food Heals podcast. Please subscribe to it. I will also link to that in the description field. I got to make a note for myself about that. Podcast and eCam. Okay. I will put those in the description of this video. My friend Allison runs this amazing podcast, and every once in a while she invites me to co-host. And I am working on my own podcast, so it's especially great for me to podcast right now for someone else who's a complete expert in it. And we had 3 interviews, and it was such an amazing experience. The third one was with this clairvoyant who also is an expert in DNA ancestry clearing, I think is what it's called, meaning her name's Lisa Thomas. I will also link to her. I'll put that in my notes because if you're into this, curious about this. And also the interview will be coming out, I'm guessing, in the next month, probably sometime in June. Oh my gosh, it was beyond words, really. I mean, you'll hear my reaction in that podcast depending on how they edit it, because I was like stunned. And there might be some video footage of just like moments where I'm like looking at her like, can't believe what I'm hearing. And that's a whole other story, because I only have 5 or so minutes left in this video, 7 minutes perhaps, depending on when my pizza oven timer goes off. It's not an actual pizza oven, by the way. It's just a regular oven that's about to have pizza bagels in it. There's some really good vegan pizza bagels that I'm reviewing, and I've been testing them out and trying to figure out the best way to cook them. So if you're subscribed to Eco Vegan Gal, the channel, you'll see me talking about them there at some point. So anyways, I just felt after that interview, and actually multiple times yesterday during that podcast interview, I had that feeling of like clarity, but it got kind of fuzzy, and it's so frustrating. And I've been trying to re-tap into it, but I felt somehow I haven't been able to reach back. And I think this is what I've been wanting to say and share, because I feel like so many people can relate to this. It's kind of like, I don't know, a dream or something where you feel like you're almost about to do something, but somehow you can't. It's like that type of frustrating feeling, something so close but yet so far away. That's often how I feel about my life, and not in a negative way, actually. It's a pretty positive feeling, because how do I put this? First of all, life is just a journey, and I'm trying not to be attached to any end goals. Somebody had commented, I think on this channel, asking where I see myself in 10 years, and I don't think about that, to be honest. I think about the things I want to do, but sometimes that's whenever it's going to happen. It's not, is it going to be in a year, 5 years, 10 years? It is really neat because I'm hitting a big milestone with my career. This is my 10th year of Eco Vegan Gal, and I've been thinking about this year for a long time, but it's nothing like I probably could have ever thought, right? And I feel like every day, the cool thing about where I've been in my life lately is almost every day is completely different. It's often unexpected. There's very few things that I plan, and just anything can happen in such a great way. And yet, you know, I want to create some, I don't know if structure is the right word, but I want to kind of guide myself towards my goals. So like I said, I'm working on the podcast. I'm planning on rebranding, and I'm pushing everything towards the Whitney Lauritsen brand. And I'm thinking a lot about what I'm going to do with YouTube, combining channels or not, and just my website and all these things that I want to shift, and how I express myself. And that I got a butterfly in my stomach just saying that. Is I know that one of the things I need to do very soon is that I want to get more of that clarity of who I am, what I do, and express that to other people, because I feel like I haven't been effective. And I think that's where these desires to do these videos lately have come from, is that very thing. You know, these videos allow me to kind of work through a lot of thoughts, and hopefully help you work through some thoughts as well. And I think it just hit the nail on the head, is that I'm really trying to get clear on how I want, how to best express who I am and what I do, because it doesn't feel like it's very seen. Now, maybe you see it through this channel. You probably have a better idea of who I am than on my other channels, because I'm so much more open and honest here, and I want to do more of that. That's going to be the podcast. That's more and more my work. I just feel like authenticity is so valuable and important, and really tuning into our hearts, our souls, our purposes, the meaning in life, like all of that. I want to help people focus on that. I want to inspire them to think that way, and have them be part of my journey. And I've just noticed, like, I don't think I'm doing an effective job of really expressing who I am and what I do. You know, I can tell that through the emails that I receive. You know, people asking me to do things. I'm like, why are they asking me to do these things? Like, that's not who I am or what I do. And then I'm like, oh, but it's not their fault that they're asking. They're asking because they think from maybe the way that I've been framing myself that I'm something different than what I know that I am, if that makes sense. And I think that might be a universal thing. I think a lot of people struggle with that. So if you've been feeling that way, I hope that this video serves as a kind of you're not alone type of thing. Let me see. I think I have a minute and 15 seconds before the timer goes off. And regardless, I'm going to have to go and turn it off. And I really actually am quite tired. I did an hour-and-a-half long live video on Facebook today with Jason Robel and our friend / assistant, Melissa. It was so much fun and simultaneously very draining. Melissa and I worked for 5 hours before that, so today I need some more alone time and to kind of relax. So I'm actually going to go watch an episode of The Handmaid's Tale right now while I wait for my pizza bagel to cook. So I'm going to wrap up this video. And I think I was able in that short amount of time, this is like a record for this channel to be this short, I think that I really got to a lot of the crux for what I want to do. And thank you to Artist Infantry for confirming that you saw the thing, the comment on the screen. How cool. And Nod 8D, who encouraged me to do a cooking show. That's not my thing. But today, actually, ironically, my Facebook Live was a cooking show. It's like, I didn't really cook. I basically watched my friends cook, and then I ate the food at the end. It was so awesome. So if you haven't seen it, you don't even need a Facebook account to watch. So I will link to that too. And there is my pizza oven timer, my vegan pizza bagel oven timer. I'm going to go cook some pizza bagels. Thank you for watching. I will see you very soon. And don't forget to turn on the notifications if you want to know when I do a spontaneous live video again. And check out the description. I will add in the links I promised very soon. Okay, bye. Lots of love. I'll see you soon.